What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 152 of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast, the only podcast that's giving it to you how you want it, how you need it, and all the time when you'd like it. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. What the hell? I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Waits, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts, DivXOXO.
What it is, little dummies, it's your girl Diva XOXO, aka the Sophista Ratchet, aka the Gooner Gang General, aka the official, unofficial Disney princess.
And my other co-host, HDTV.
Greetings and salutations to the listeners out there for the month of October.
AKA Titty Month. But that being said, I want to remind you guys
I
to
you were
make sure.
going to call him Titty Man. I really thought that was what you was going to do.
No, I wasn't gonna do that, but just want to remind everybody to make sure you follow the podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. Give us 5 stars. It helps us move up the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share with all your friends. It helps us. And make sure to follow us at Bmore Nerdy on all platforms. I'm gonna make sure I start saying that in the beginning of the pod because a lot of people listen to the beginning. Got to make it to the end, but let's hope that they do it. That being said, today's topic of conversation is cons.
Before we start, I have a question now.
What's up?
Are y'all ass or titty men?
That was a dumb question.
Did I
Maybe
ask
it changes
this year? We need to write these down. I just need to write a list of my questions.
I have
so
a
that I know
better
not to ask
question.
them again.
I mean, I feel like we've answered this enough, but I have a better question that has been on the
Okay.
discourse. I mean, it's only for he, really. You can't answer it. But let's call it a question of the day, if you will. This is from a TikTok discourse, but for the for the gentleman, this is gonna be a weird one. God, I hope this is anyone's first episode. But for the gentleman, when you pee, do you pee through the hole or over the drawers? That's been a TikTok
I
discourse.
learned about this because I thought that you peed through the hole. I thought that's how it was done because
This is
it's a
supposed to
hole
be an
there
anime
for you.
podcast. My God.
But then when it was explained to me, I was like, why would you ever use that hole?
No, let just be the question for the people. But today's episode topic is cons. Cons at conventions, parties, blurred meetups, whatever you want to talk about inside of those spaces. That being said, I want to know from you guys, and be sure to share it below. But to my other co-host, Jesus, I'm flustered today. Which ones do you guys prefer? I know we real briefly, me and Diva just came back from Atlanta, man. It got me thinking and talking to other people about cons and things like that. And it made me think, oh yeah, I definitely want to go to more, especially local ones, because I really don't go to those ones. I usually go to just the big ones and some anime parties, and I'm a part of a DMV anime club, so it's like I go to things like that. So it made me think, what do I prefer? What do other people prefer? And I started talking to people in some discords I'm in about just some cons they could go to and where they could find it. But yeah, that's the topic of conversation today, and I want to start the conversation off by saying, for anyone who's curious of where you can find cons in your area, you could go to animecons.com. 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 We'll make sure to add it right where he's pointing, right there. Everybody point where he's. Yep, right. Yeah, there we go. So we'll make sure to add it right there because animecons.com is a great place that you can go to find cons worldwide. This is not a sponsored video. I know I'm talking like that, but it's not. You can find any anime or anime-related convention, event, fest, all on here. And it's got the dates, the times, the places for all of it. So be sure to look that up. And then you can also use social media to find any large ones in your area or that everyone's going to be going to. But to start the conversation, what do you guys prefer? If you had to rank it in order of cons, fests, meetups, and like costume parties, where would you rank each out of those 4 categories?
Costume parties or kickbacks?
Let's say kickbacks.
Okay.
See, that changes my order then.
Well, because costume parties is very specific to times of year.
Exactly. That's why I said.
Or
That's why I
being
changed it to
afraid.
kickbacks specifically.
being
Like just
afraid.
any kind of kickback, like a
You
party
afraid?
or kickback.
It's an anime-based kickback. So like you're meeting up with an anime group chat. You're meeting anime folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go meow, or do you bark?
What?
Well,
What's
if
the
you
question?
listen to me, I said costume parties is very specific to holidays or being a furry. And I said, are you a furry? And you kept talking. So I took that as admittance that you are one. So I was saying, well, do you get the collar on? And do they like meow or bark? You crawl on all fours? Like, what is your process once you're in
Plot
the costume?
twist. A collar's worn either way. Boom. What now? No.
I'm, I'm not a furry. Thanks.
Does your mother know that you're a furry?
No.
I love those
Okay.
trick questions because no matter what, you're still a furry, buddy. I'm telling
No, his
mom.
mom. No, his mom doesn't know.
No, his
Oh,
mom
that was a
doesn't
good
know.
turn.
That's
That was a good
turn.
twist.
Yeah.
Well, jokes aside, I feel like it really depends on the crowd of people you're dealing with, right?
Mhm.
Because I feel like when it comes to the anime and the blurred space, right, a lot of people are very introverted, and when it comes to those kind of people, it's like in any of those settings, they're going to be relatively socially awkward. Not to say that all of them are socially awkward, but there's going to be a good chunk of them that are, right?
Mhm.
And I think with that, a meetup or like kickback kind of vibe, it's going to be way harder to get them out of their shell because they're forced to just have conversation versus like a con or like a party. It's like there's music going on for sure. The other ones just probably is, but it's like there's music going on, people are in costume, shit's happening, and it's like they're easier for them to come out of their shell. And I think those work better. Me personally, I would prefer the kickback kind of community just because it's quieter, more intimate, and I can actually learn things about people, and I don't have to force people to have fun like at a party
Mhm.
with a bunch of introverts. And then in conventions, I love conventions, but they can be a lot. You know, there's not food. You got to walk around a bunch. You know, costumes. Unfortunately, for some fucking reason, I wear a lot of costumes that have leather. So now I'm just fucking sweating.
What you trying to tell us? She a furry and you into BDSM? What am I
No,
into?
you're the furry. He's in the BDSM.
No. Don't try and flip this. You're confirmed furry. Sorry, kid.
He's the hentai guy, so he walks around with
You know what?
tentacle pillow.
You know what? Oh, where's Kevin? Oh, he's in the wash.
Context.
Contextually,
Give
that sounded.
context to
I had to let that breathe for a moment because contextually, that was pretty crazy. So for those who don't know or might be new listeners, Kevin is a giant tentacle plushy pillow that we got at Otakon 3 years ago. We came into an event at like the last group in, and they didn't have anything for us to make, so they said, "Oh, the giant one we were gonna make, we'll give it to you guys." So Kevin is a 3 foot tall teal tentacle that sits about this high. And it's a pillow, but I wash it every now and again just because, like,
Who
you
is
know.
unironically named after the tentacle monster from Futurama.
That's funny. Did not know that. They named it. We didn't.
That's probably why they named it. If I had to take a shot in the dark.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
I'll have to make sure I
Um,
post a picture of me with Kevin.
Yeah. I think I kind of agree with Heed just a little, but I think it would go like festival party. I mean, no, I'm sorry, kickback party festival con.
We know you
Yeah.
hate cons. You just hate them.
It's so much. I think festivals are where it's at for me. Like when I have to think of a con, like I can do Atlanta May all day. One day, come when I kind of feel like it, leave at the end when I feel like it. You know, I can mosey around. There was plenty of places to sit, but that is important. Now, the food situation wasn't all that great, but it's fine. I ate before I came. Um, like the artist alley was good. Then it was open enough where you had the conversation, but I didn't feel like it was too awkward. Yeah, I think that's my vibe, but a kickback is definitely like if we just chilling, like a happy hour or like some type of event, and then we just chitty chat. Like Oz had a lot of events that I liked when he had his shop. It was just like a bunch of people gathered around, a bunch of like other vendors. Sometimes there's music playing, DJs, whatever. Like that's my vibe. But then I always love a party. So I'm a party, I'm a dance, I'm a have fun, I'm gonna get y'all out, I'm gonna hype people up. So that's why that's my ranking. Yeah. Kickback, party, festival, con.
Unfortunately, I think I have the exact same ranking as you. Atlanta May was a different experience in which it was the con type of hype for the people there, but none of the congestion and plenty of just breathability, right? Like you had spaces like I could pull people aside and interview them and be like 10 feet away from their friends, and I didn't feel like bunched up. Artist Alley wasn't too overwhelming. It was to the point. We had some shirts, we had some posters, we had some artwork, we had some 3D prints, and it was quick and clean. It wasn't like, oh fuck, I gotta find this one stand out of all these millions. Like, it wasn't overwhelming.
Where is it? Yeah, you couldn't get
Exactly.
lost.
Like you said, the food situation. I am very hopeful that
It
in the
was
next
their
coming
first year.
couple,
It was
yes,
their
their first
first
year,
year.
I'm gonna give them a lot of grace on that. But the food situation, I think when they get that together, that would be my preferred thing. Like, if someone's like, "Oh, we're having another anime fest where we got music on the stage. You could do activities over here and just chill." And it's like a day, maybe 2 days would really be my max for something like that. Because the whole outside type of deal, I would get a little bit tired after 2 days. 1 day of it was perfect. I'm curious to how I feel about 2 days. I'm like, 2 days will either be, oh my God, I didn't know it could be this good, or it'll be like, I could have done without another day. In all honesty, it'll be one of the two. I'm not sure which.
I wish that they had like a Sunday event, like a after.
That would have been
event.
perfect, like a Sunday,
If they had a
like a
kickback,
Sunday,
like a Sun- kickback,
let's call it a
would've been-
Sunday blurty brunch, where it's like limited tickets and it's a big thing, but it's like buffet style. You can eat, just conversations, open tables, and stuff like that. That would have
That's what
been
it
chef's kiss, perfect. Hey man, hire me for the planning team. I'm with it.
We gonna plan that. Bloody Bunch by the Bmore Nerdy podcast next year at Lanime on Sunday. Let's go.
Hey yo, you gotta chill.
You
You gotta chill.
We the planners. We the planners. We can't pay. I can plan. I can't pay.
In theory,
we don't have the
you can.
budget. It's not in the budget. It's not in the budget. But for me, it would be that. Then the kickback style parties. I really enjoy, like, more intimate, like, let's say 100 or less people kickbacks. Like Keith said, you get to meet people. You get to actually have that conversation. It's not too weird if I come up to someone at a 100-person kickback versus if I come up to you randomly at a con. Like, yeah, if you dressed or whatever, it makes sense. But if we're just at a kickback, I'm just a guy trying to make conversation. I'm not like someone who might be a creep or might be trying to creep on you or something like that. You feel me?
I mean, it's still out there, but yeah.
No. It's definitely out there, but like, it all depends on how you
like-
approach people. Come with some respect, Don't be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're my favorite character. Don't do some weird shit like that. But like, hey, I really like your cosplay. Is this like something you really into? Something.
Clip.
Oh my God. Oh man. But that being said, like, don't be the weirdo. You feel me? Be normal. Talk to people. It's okay to have conversation. Most people want to talk to you. Most people are willing to talk to you. Then after the kickback type stuff, I definitely go to, what I say? Damn, I'm forgetting what I said myself.
You were saying festival
Kickback, con. Yeah, con is definitely right there. At the 3 slot. I really like cons. I don't like panels as much. I like interactive panels. I feel like a lot of the cons I've gone to have been like base level stuff and 101 and 102 level classes, and I think that I'm now I call myself a junior in this creative space. I don't think I'm a good junior. I'm not passing with A's and B's, but that being said, I've passed my 101 and 102s. I need some higher level stuff personally. But at the same time, I do like that I get to see more people have different interactions. It was a little bit overwhelming for me at Atlanta how intimate it was to try and find people quickly to talk to because I knew I had a limited time. The fact that at a con, if I talk to 7 people every day, that's 21 people. Trying to talk to 21 people in one day is aggressive and exhausting. So
yeah, like even doing like Atlanta, I did 6 interviews, and I was like, damn, that was a lot. Like I did 6, and Greg did more than that, and I was like, I don't know how he's still interviewing people. I can't talk to nobody else. Do not talk to me.
I lost my
Like-
fucking voice. That's why. I lost. My voice was gone. I was like, it's been one day.
I was like, please don't
Oh
talk to me.
man. But yeah. So and then the bottom of the list. What did I say? What was the 4 I gave? Fuck. Why can't I never remember what I say?
It's the list is, so I added parties in there because y'all said kickbacks. I added parties to my
So
list.
parties kind of goes with kickbacks to me. Parties, I love parties. I'm always gonna, if there's a party associated with a con, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be having fun. I'm gonna be dancing. Period, point blank. It's what I'm not gonna say what I do. I've only recently started dancing.
It's what he's known
more.
for.
Yeah,
he's known
weirdly
for.
enough. I've recently started dancing. I guess it's because I feel really comfortable around people similar to me and people who have that social awkwardness. Like, hey, I'm a little awkward too, but I'm outgoing awkward. I'm willing to embarrass myself. So it's like, oh, let's be awkward together, Versus like when I go to a party with, I don't know, niggas in college and they really rocking off, and I'm like, ooh, I cannot do that, and I will not try.
Because
I
they'll
like
hold it over your head more. That's why.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like parties because I just like to party and I don't get to do it as much anymore. I probably could, but like I don't know. I don't like going to real parties because it's just too much. Like anime parties tend to be smaller
And older
and
people.
I want to
older
say,
people, right? And older people.
yeah.
I am officially at 30 and over clubs, and I get it now. Like I get why they want them and why like we don't want people under the age of 30 there, because that's what I want. I want a club where I can sit down when I'm ready because my knees is bad,
Mm.
but I can also have a lot of fun. I need 30 and over clubs.
I don't like
Bring them
30
back.
because they don't make exceptions for me when they should. Because 100% of the time, outside of Greg, everyone I talk to is over the age of 30. Everyone I hang out with is over the age of 30. People I hang out with think I'm over 30. I'm like, no. And it's just
I
like,
felt
until you
like
get
that was a shot, but I know it wasn't.
It wasn't. It's just you're young, Greg.
Do I
On
just
the
hang out
inside
with old
and the
people?
outside.
That not on the inside. Let's slow down there. People call me an
hang
old
out with
soul.
people your age.
Yeah.
I
I
think you're
guess.
your age. You're your
I'm okay
age.
with being my age. You know what?
I
I am
hang
my
out
age
with
now.
people
I've been older
so
than my age for too long, so I'm finally there.
Yeah, you
people
know, right?
around
You
are your age.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Oh,
that's fine.
people around him are your age. Yeah. No, yeah, you are now your age. And I hate to be like, it's my fault, but yeah, it's my fault you had to be older than your
Girl.
age for a long time. Cause it's like, if you want to go somewhere, you gotta go with me, but you need to act like you with me. You can't act like you would act with your friends. You gotta act like you with me.
I wanted to be known. I must have been real good because the huz was trying to come after your boy as a
Talk
child.
about that in Atlanta, man.
Oh my God, that's
My brother,
crazy.
he's upset that I did not tell him which one
She
of
ain't
my
tell me the
friends
huz was fucking with me. She ain't
wanted
say it.
him when I was in college. He was a minor at the time.
Thank you. Like,
You
at
got
least
them,
boost my
girl.
self-esteem. The huz wasn't coming after me where I was. Like, yo, these old hoes, they really fuck with you. I'd be like, all right, I can chill out a little bit. So I'm just like, I'm fuck these young bitches. All the old ones like me. Aha. Like, I would have been lit. I would have felt great. My confidence through the roof.
And like one of them, like her before her name, I'm not gonna say her name, but it's Big Booty, her name. And Greg was like, Big Booty, her name? Her name is Big Booty. Like, and you ain't tell me, and I was like, oh my bad.
Like, you could have let her dance on it
Like-
or something,
like
put the
her name's
big
like
booty
Big
on
Booty
me.
Brittany. Yeah, like her, like we would call her Big Booty Brittany. And Greg was like, Big Booty Brittany liked me. And you ain't tell me.
I mean, I get it, like my sister did the same thing. She tell me like after we went to the next tier of school, be like, oh yeah, such and such. It's like, why you say that? Because I know her and I don't want that for you. I'm like, I don't care what you want.
I don't
It's
care what
about
you
me.
want. It's for me. This is about me, Barry. Ah. You didn't think about me in this. You only thought about yourself. That's your problem.
No, I did think about you. I'm like, my brother's a minor. Y'all gotta chill out.
You could have. When I was look, high school niggas love to try and dance on college girls, and I could have went to a party and tried that. You could have let her put the dumpy on a boy. God damn.
Yeah.
So,
Here I was going to white ass Catholic school mixers and shit, getting the white girl skeleton twerk when I could have got big booty Judy throwing that thing on me.
It's a different environment. You feel me? Like, the whole party thing. Like for me, I'm more similar to what Greg was saying. Is like when it comes to like parties, especially with the anime scene or nerd scene, whatever. I am trying to be more outgoing and like dancing and social, even though I have zero rhythm. Videos of
I've
me
never
dancing
seen
are
you dance.
terrible. Look up the DFW anime clubs post recently. I'm in a lot of them, and I don't like
You
it.
were dancing?
I don't like it at all. I don't.
It's funny because he says that, right? But sometimes he catches the rhythm and be dancing with everybody else, so he'll trick you. And I'm like,
I can catch simple rhythms, but I don't like doing
Yeah.
it. Because if it's like a leg thing, what do I do with my hands?
I'm the exact same way. Where the fuck do my hands go? Like, what do I do with them? People will be like,
No,
"Oh,
no,
you
I'm
just
catching the beat with my
snap or you
legs.
move them." I'll be like, "Nah, you're lying to me because I snap them and I look like a fucking idiot."
I watched the
You
tape.
snap, you can clap, you can just
I watched the tape.
I've reviewed the tape. I look like a jackass.
This weekend, Muzan pulled me onto the floor and forced me to do the Cupid shuffle. Do I know the Cupid shuffle? Yes. Do I like doing it? No, because I don't know what to do with my upper body.
Bro, I be thinking I'm not gonna lie. I thought I looked clean as I thought I looked clean as hell once doing the electric slide. I was in my rhythm. I was I saw the tape back. I looked like a dyslexic turtle. What are you doing?
You point. If you're ever at least doing a line dance and you don't know what to do like with your hands, like you point. So it's like, you point to whatever way you want, or you point the opposite way. That's what you do with your hands. It's an easy one to do.
Crazy. Now you just look like you really don't know what's happening.
No, because you point at the person. You're pointing at the person next to you.
Nah,
like,
fuck that. Because you about to see. I can't. Story time. Nope, story time. This is why you can't listen to Diva's advice. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. She legitimately, this is word for word what she told me when I went to high school and was going to high school parties. Oh my God. I talked to every woman I know and they said if you did that, I would have knocked your fucking teeth out. She said, when you go to a party and you want to dance on a girl, you got to grab her by the back of her neck and push her down and lift her hand up so she twerks on you. I said, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be fucking right.
There's no way I said that.
Bruh, she was like, oh no, bitches love it when you like kind of push them down. It's like, oh, you aggressive? Okay. I was like, nah. You about to get me fucked up. And every woman I've known since then has told me, if you done that,
my name.
they would have put you out of that party, you criminal.
I'm not going to let you lie on me like this.
That sounds too insane to be alive.
No, what?
That sounds like he asked a question, you weren't paying attention, and you just said words.
That's exactly what happened. She was washing dishes, and I was like, so like when you go to a party, I know I'm about to go to high school parties for real, and I want to dance on girls. Like, how do I do that? And she's like, oh, that's easy. You got to go up behind her. You put your hand on her waist. You put the hand on the back of her neck. You push over, and then you grab her hand and lift it up so she twerk on you. Like, hey, hey. And like, if you want to be real fancy with it, you got to put your hand on the other side and like, hey, because you that nigga. And I was like,
that other side thing does sound like me.
And I was like, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. I could not make this up. I cannot make this up.
In the very sense of you can change half of that to be like, yeah, you gotta walk up behind her, grab her by the neck, put the chloroform on her face, and when she falls to the ground, you'd be like, hey, hey, and then pick her up so she's like vibing out.
Oh my God.
That whole cadence sounds like something you would say.
No. I didn't say
oh
that.
My gosh.
I'm not claiming this. I'm not taking this claim.
You don't got to. You said it. This is a core memory for me because I almost did it. And then my friend was like, he put his hand on my shoulder like some kind of strong parent. Was like, Greg, don't do this. I was like, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't do this.
He hit you with the Chad meme. Was like, hey, buddy.
Yeah. Put the hand on the shoulder like, you don't want to do this, bud.
That's not.
He was right.
I guarantee you said this because you wanted to see some bad shit happen, or you wanted him to come
home. I would never wish that upon him.
He's gonna come home missing a tooth.
Nah, not me. I would not wish that upon him. I want nothing but greatness for him, because that means greatness for me.
That's a lie, because you would have introduced me to Big Booty Judy, you lying ass. See, we caught you. 4K. Boom. Didn't even take 10 minutes.
You were a minor.
Listen,
she could have twerked on me.
Speaking of minors, right? When it comes to certain, YouTube personalities, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, right? They have meetups at conventions. So, some of their fans are minors. This is not relevant. I just needed to segue. I think that's a bigger reason of why cons are more overcrowded, is because you have these meetups for voice actors and, personalities that people come for. And so the major reason there is to meet such and such, but there's all this other stuff going on, so they indulge. Yeah. If they can come up, stand in this line for 3 days to meet Bordelisi, they would. But they can't. They gotta do other shit because lines be long as hell. They I think if you take out the meetups, cons would be way less crowded and it'd be more like cool, calm. And a lot of the panels, I know, Greg, you were saying you don't like the one-on-one stuff.
Yep.
What I like is the conventions that they run like festivals, like movie festivals. Like they're showing early screenings of anime or like,
I do like those
artists
ones the most, yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, now I'm sitting here in this audience and just watching, but at least I'm absorbing some kind of media that's new versus hearing somebody have this panel about something I hear about every year. Like it might even be the exact size. And
I like creative panels. That's
yeah,
the only like I go to the panels that are like so different and out there
I
because
look
it's
at
like,
workshops.
yeah,
I circle the workshops. Be like, I'm gonna try to make it to all the workshops.
I try to
mm,
go to the workshops because workshops is something where I do need a 101 or 102 in because like the foam crafting, foam smithing, that's something I really want to get good at. So I can start making more of my own cosplays. I want to learn next year, not this year. Next year I want to try and pick up slowly sewing, not to be like any type of real seamstress or anything like that, but just to make simple cosplays. Like I'd rather do that and know I have something that I can A, wash, and B, feel comfortable in than to buy like some polyester fit for real. I like it looking like there's some love in it, you know? Like, and you can always
mhm.
look good in a polyester. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with ordering off Amazon. I just don't want that for myself. Like my Asta cosplay, that's 100% bought stuff, like bought other stuff and made it look like Asta and did work
Mm.
to make that look good. And I prefer that look to the Asta fit that was there. You
Yeah.
feel me? So that's just me though.
There's nothing wrong with bot cosplay, especially not from Amazon. As long as
100%.
you know how to make it work for you, you know?
Yep.
Like I think most of that stuff is not made to, black people sizes in general.
No.
Absolutely. And that's
So
my other problem with it. None of them fit.
yeah, you gotta customize them to be a little more your size and to fit you. And I
Yeah.
think as long as you take your own little flair to it, you can be proud of it and then something that you'll be happy with being out in public.
Right. 100%.
I am. My favorite part about Atlanta May, and I wish more festivals or just more cons did this, was like the artist showcase. Like literally, I mean, that was the whole point of it. It was,
Artist showcase.
artists every 20 minutes, 5 minutes in between of just like a DJ playing, but every 20 minutes it was a new artist. And as someone who's dated an artist before, like a rapper, these events like this are important.
Lord just
What are you
got
making that
crazy.
face for? What are you making that face for?
You're a stereotype.
I'm not a stereotype.
You're a black woman that's dated a black rapper.
I've dated too.
You're a
Lord
super
just got crazy,
stereotype.
Lord.
God, you're not open.
Did you give him money for his show?
Oh,
No.
fuck.
I did go though.
Continue though.
Stereotype enough.
But yeah, like these kind of events are so important for them, like in a bunch of ways, like as far as like, exposure, media, branding, like these type of events are important. And even though like I wasn't there for that, I was just like, oh, that is like so, like when I saw like the lineup and how often somebody was performing, I was like, wow, that's dope. Like there's always somebody on the stage. And it was, and then it was like, it was a vibe, like being over by the stage. And I think the space was big enough that you got two vibes out of it. Being over by the stage was a completely different vibe than like if you were over like in the main entryway.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I like that, and I wish more cons did something of that magnitude as far as like
I know
expo,
Dream
like
Con does.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like I feel like it's not every con that does that. Like even DreamCon, I thought like the comedy show was like a great
It was a great addition. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Was a new one. I really liked it. It was good. It gave exposures to different types of creators because even most of them were like, I don't really watch anime, and it was really nice to be invited here, and I'm gonna really get into it because the vibe here is just great. And I was like, it's a two-way exposure factor, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was just nice to see those other types of creators. But DreamCon is, to me, has always been something that's for creators more than it is just for anime. It just so happens that the creators that made it were super anime heads, you know?
Yeah, but I'm saying like just cons in general. Like think of having like if because I'm pretty sure like we know one like Jimmy. Jimmy's a anime head. He's
Shout out my
a
mom, Jimmy.
comedian. He's a comedian. Like if they had an event that was a comedy show and everybody gets to do a type 5, even if it's a an hour event, 30-minute event, like you can get 6, 7, 8 people in this event.
Right.
And that's exposure for somebody who is, granted it's in a niche space, but like if we could do more stuff like that, I think it would be beneficial all the way around. And then you put like you do with any other like performance show, you put, I hate to say a famous, that's the word, a famous person at the end. So like
A
yeah,
headliner?
you have like, that's what they're called. Thank you. That's the word I wanted. You put a headliner at the end. So that way people go to that event, they go to that thing, they get exposed to somebody new and they get to see a headliner. And so I think like doing that is gonna like the more we do that, the better these events will be.
I think what you're saying, I agree with. Maybe the types of people I don't agree with, because like we're talking about conventions, like that's not the point of most conventions.
Exactly. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
conventions
but
have stuff.
yeah, but it's like the music is usually like you're leaning more towards like the K-pop or VTuber kind of music wise.
Right.
Versus
Yeah. But like I'm
I would-
saying, like it doesn't have to be music. It could be comedy. It could be
I would
That's what I'm
say
saying. Like I
something
agree
that.
with you saying, but like change it to like independent artist or like
Yeah.
yeah. Or like what would be really cool. This is just a brain blast. If like okay, say you like do animation, like you do animation, like before you know how like Pixar movies have like an animated short before they do like a let's say
You're about to
new
go to
episode
film
of One
festival shit,
Piece.
just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they do like a cute little short of somebody
Yeah,
else's
I'm with you. I
before-
got it.
before they expo it. And then it's like now this person, their thing is out there and you're like, woo. And I got to see it and experience it. And now I'm a
She
fan.
just said it in so many words, bruh.
I mean, it's like no shot here, but literally what you're saying is let's make a convention like a music festival, and then afterwards let's make it a film festival. Because these are things
all
you do
doors,
at those
all
festivals.
together. Just
That's
one
what I'm
big
saying. These
festival.
happen at those festivals. Like
Yes,
film
yes.
festivals usually have
Yeah.
blocks where they have like 12 shorts, and it's just like an hour showing of them.
Yeah. So like I'll say this.
I've never been
Otakon
to a film
has that.
festival. That
Otakon
sounds
has
so
stuff
cool.
like that where like they have sessions where there'll be a big headlining thing and before they'll show smaller stuff. They have contests and things like that. Something that you could do like for DreamCon, something that you could do. There's a lot of nerdcore artists. Like I met Game Boy Jones, shout out to him, at this last DreamCon in passing, right? I would have loved if they had like a nerdcore session, right? Where they had panelists from different nerdcore groups or nerdcore rappers that hop on the ciphers and whatnot, and they just rap their ciphers in a room, in a big room for like
What
an
if
hour.
they had a rap cipher like the
That would be-
BET Awards?
And that would be even cool. Like you say, like, hey, another not main stage event, but like one of the bigger stages events or bigger rooms, like a little bit bigger than Rab's room, and you get 5 nerdcore artists, and they're gonna do a live cipher. You know, they practice, they get the mic checks going, and then they do a live cipher, maybe show some new music that hasn't been released yet, and there you go. There's your music factor, huh? That is a lot of pressure, but a lot of these people already perform. Like,
They
I'm
love
not
to do
talking
this
about.
shit.
I'm not talking about the nerdcore rappers that only do like YouTube videos. There's a lot like one I listen to right now. His name's Ham Sandwich, right? He does a lot of nerdcore rap.
Ham sandwich.
Yeah,
Don't question.
because however you flip it, the bread comes first. Ah.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's his that's the little thing. Yeah. 'Cause it goes ham sandwich because no matter how you flip it, the bread comes first.
That producer tag.
That's pretty
No, I
clean.
get it. That's clean. I'll give him that. I think yeah, a little showcase things. A lot of things don't. Yeah, like you say, a lot of cons that we've seen, they don't necessarily showcase artists. They might just have a bunch of panels of people talking about things to showcase something, but like having a dedicated room to showcase new things gives them that exposure, and I think that's fair. It I personally think from a like director standpoint or like a what you call it, producer maybe, whatever, that you're now very dependent on people showing up for things.
Boom. And
And-
it's hard to lock people in for shit like that. It is.
Yeah,
Especially
which
with a
is
convention 'cause
crazy.
you have slots, and it's like you're just threw off the whole schedule, and now
Mhm.
somebody has to stress out and fix this on the fly. Which I mean, I know that's bound to happen in general, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because even at Atlanta, people were coming out late. People coming out like Drum was supposed to be out for like half an hour. He was out for 20 minutes, and then after that was all of Trap Sushi, and they were supposed to be out there for like the next almost hour block. 'Cause I think it's 5 of them in total,
Mhm.
who actually like make music. So it was Renee, Koto, then it was Kiko Black, then Keats, then Troop. Yeah, so 4 of them. My bad, it's 4. So like, but they had the next like basically hour block. You feel me?
For this.
So
I wonder why two is not a part, but a
You said what?
conversation off screen. I said I wonder why Tia's not a part, but conversation off screen.
T.
Tia Corinne.
Tia Corinne. She was a headliner. She played the end.
I know, but I'm saying like I feel like she vibes with like the Trap Sushi group a lot. So
Oh, I have no clue. I want to ask. Maybe we'll ask. Maybe we'll find out. Offline interview question. We'll find out. Find out next time. Type shit. You know.
um, so when it comes to these events like anime festivals, anime related parties, cons, what's something that you guys don't like? What are your dislikes?
I'm gonna say what Twan. I'm gonna speak for Twan on this. The funk some people have, and I'll give people a little grace on this Atlanta man. It was outside. You might not have applied enough. I did, but you might not have. I also had the deodorant in the pockets. You know, I was ready. I stink sometimes, so I make sure I'm ready. Me personally, but in all seriousness, the thing I don't like the most, I would say then, outside of like scent type stuff, is some people can be a little overbearing. In those conversations, you know, you start talking to them, you're like, oh, I gotta go this way, and they like really insist on having that conversation, and I want to have it with you, but I have things to do. I just need people to have a little bit more grace and understanding in that everybody's got something they got to do, and sometimes just a high and by is enough, you know.
Yeah.
Simple shit like that.
Sometimes I feel like I'm too high and by. Like when people try to talk to me, because I don't want to take up specifically other content creators. Like I never want to take up their time because I know there's somebody else who wants to
Standing 5 feet away, just like this.
Yeah, and also like if I talk to them outside of like these spaces, I don't want to chat you up too much because I'm like there's somebody who really wants to meet you. Like I will text you. Like I'll hit you up later, like we can chitty chat outside of this. And so I always feel really bad, like especially like if we're like a Oz for example, like me and Oz are just talking and somebody comes up and he's like, oh, let me do this. I'm like, no, you go do that. I can talk to you anytime. I can see you if I want to. Like go do your thing. Like I just always feel kind of bad because I'm like I don't need to talk, and it's not that I don't want to talk to those people, like I do, because we have built working relationships out of all of this stuff, but it's just sometimes it's just like no, go talk to your fans. I'm a fan, but go talk to your fans because
I feel like those are the kind of scenes where it's like, yo, let's just do something after this.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I've set this time aside. Your fans had a chance earlier today. They should have found you.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're getting so Atlanta May definitely showed us that we're definitely moving up. It's slow, but we are moving up to the point where a lot of people recognize us, want to hang out with us, want to talk with us. I'm like, yo, let's make some time. I have a lot of people's phone numbers at this point. I'm not on the level where people answer me. I can admit that. However, it's nice to be able to have that direct line, like, hey, like
I love your honesty.
I'm just being real. Like I don't want to make it seem like I'm hyping myself up to be something I'm not in a bad way. Like I know these people, we have conversations, sure, but like we ain't best friends, and that's okay. Maybe one day, but like it's nice being able to have a direct line to say what you just said. Hey, you know, it's a little busy right now. You try to meet up at the steakhouse in like 2 hours, get some food before this party. Yeah, let's do it. Type shit, you know. Yeah. So,
but the thing I hate or don't like, oh my goodness, I thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna say it
yourself.
It's gone.
I hope that part's not gone, Heed. Heed, what you got? Maybe it'll come back to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talking about cons, right?
All
just
all
in
of,
general,
like,
what's
anime
your dislike?
I feel like people's unwillingness to try to be a little more outgoing. It bothers me a lot. Especially like, you know, parties and con scenes where it's like you're here, yes, you're present, yes, that was a very big step to be present, but it's like put forth some effort to not just exist in this space.
Yeah.
You know, try to make a friend, try to do something. Like mini story, it's like well, I went to the DFW Halloween party this past weekend, and a lot of people were kind of in that space where they was just kind of like existing, standing around, and it's like I'm not gonna press people. Like it was some people was like, hey, you know, I'll try to make conversation real quick, try not to drag it on too long because, like you said, Greg, like they don't know when to leave it. So then I was like, oh, I gotta, go do something else, and then I walk around, try to entertain or whatever. But like, I commend the people because there was like the Boma that I met. She came in and she was real honest. She was like, she doesn't like go out to these lots. She's kind of shy to sit there. It's like, cool, like just try to mingle a little bit. Make friends. Like I even stand here and be like a fill-in person for you that you kind of know. Like just try to not just exist in this space because that bothers me a lot. Because like, what was the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the point of going out to just exist to say you were there when you didn't even talk to anybody? And if you bring a group of friends, peace. Y'all do your own thing in the corner. I ain't gonna be bothered. Y'all might say what's up as a collective, but I'm not gonna interject there. But yeah, across the board, like that is a negative for me. It's just people not willingness to not take an extra step and just to be there.
Now, off of
Even
that,
if they.
Off of that, I will say we're on opposite ends of the spectrum then, because like I'm talking about how the people talk too much sometimes, but like I agree with you 100% because like I'm a quote a very wise man that I know, and he said some people just come to the party to be at the party. They're not gonna really do anything, and that's why you see so many circles randomly. I'm like, damn, you right. I will say Atlanta was not like that. Everybody was trying to get active. And going back to an earlier point that you made with the 30 and over, I recognize how much 30 and over it is by how respectful some niggas are with women who are twerking. They don't try and jump on them and get to going immediately. They just
you out the way to get it.
Watching and enjoying the show like everybody else. We hype a girl up and go about our day. If she want to dance with you, she gonna grab you. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I very much do enjoy that. It's like y'all niggas might be horny, but y'all can at least control yourselves, and I appreciate that. But back to what I was saying about Heat. Yeah, I agree. Definitely reach out. Try and talk to somebody. You're there for a reason. You're there to have fun, yes. And it might be a huge step, and you might have to take one big one, but you got to keep walking. You got to. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, I promise. Because, like, literally the first con we went to, I made sure I had a good little shot before I went and talked to my first person. But since it's been so much easier to just, I can just go up to anybody and just start talking about, if I'm at a con at least, anything. Because, like, we have some, you're already there with a common interest.
Right.
Just explore it,
Yeah. I remembered.
Good. Go before you forget.
I know. It's the disorganization of it all. I'm a planner. I like to plan things. I like to know things and and I know I don't seem like it, but I am. And so when there are things that aren't like, and it happens in the early years of stuff, like when they're still trying to get their footing. And so I always allow grace, but it is a pet peeve. Like it makes me itch. Like in early years of DreamCon, where in early years, still DreamCon, rooms getting moved and at last minute, and so like you go one way and then specifically cons when they're big and things get moved because it's like, oh, it was all the way over here, now it's all the way over there. Like that kills me.
That kills me.
Flight thing. Like at the airport when they have the little flights, they just need to have that with the brooms. You feel me?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, like have
that would
something
actually,
that can continuously update. Yeah, they need
that
like
would be
a
a good
continuously
investment.
update.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's a good investment. Like a sign that you can just edit in real time.
Yes, because like, and so the other thing is like, and I get it because it's the hustle and bustle of it all, but people need to add it to their checklist. Yes, you fixed it, but now that you fixed it, you have to communicate the fix. And communicate the fix effectively, whether that's email blasts, whether that's a notification, whether that's a notification on like your app or something like that. Like it has to be communicated what the change is and communicated thoroughly, whether that's putting it on your story. I know when I was in college, woo,
many years ago.
Years ago. Even still now, for Howard Homecoming, for one of the parties, you like all of their updates are on their Instagram, but like if something changes, you can go to their story and it's there and it's communicated that that's where at least your like last minute updates, anything you need to know like right before you go is going to be. And I don't think that a lot of cons do a good job of having it somewhere and being consistent in that somewhere. Like it's like, oh, we changed this, we sent it in the email. We changed this, we put it on, the Instagram. We changed this and it's in the app. Like having it somewhere concise where people can go and just see it. And that way you do the update once, you do it that way all the time. So everybody's like, oh, let me just go check and let me check the app, or I'm gonna just go to the Instagram story. Oh, bet that's where it is. It's so like it's a big deal to me because it's like people are investing their time, their money, and yes, you may have fixed the problem, but now nobody even gets to thank you or see your efforts because I'm still at the last place where I was supposed to be. Well, where I thought I was supposed to be. So that's my biggest pet peeve is the coordination and kind of some of the like last minuteness of some stuff.
I will say I agree with you there. A lot of these cons are within their first 5 years, so I'm giving them a lot of grace on that. Like DreamCon, I think is hitting year 7. So they should by year 10 you should have this shit worked out, in my opinion. By year 5, really, but DreamCon has never really had a chance to settle and get its legs. Every time they're close to getting it, it gets bigger or it has to expand, which is inherently going to have its own troubles. That being said, as a person who has planned large events and I love hosting, there's always going to be a wrench in the plan, and you got to be quick on your feet. Like Diva said, like you don't want to, like with the festival thing, you don't want to have music performers and then have someone drop out and have to change this, have to change that. That, like we said, it's bound to happen. Like you have to be able to think on your feet. And I can only think of what type of scale this on that. When you have to think like that, that's got to be hectic as hell. Like, I imagine that is stressful as hell for anyone involved. I'd still love to be a part of things like that. But at the same time, like I get it.
And I think a way to help alleviate that stress is streamlining some things. And I think people are so proactive in things like that. Like, and I'm just talking about the communication of it all, because the shit's gonna happen. Shit's gonna get fucked up. Shit's gonna get missed. Like somebody's not gonna show up. Balls are gonna get dropped. Things happen, but like having, and I'm just saying for anything, having like a concise way of communicating that to the people, and not all of the howdy duties of it all. It's like, and not to shit on Atlanta May, I'm just going to use this as an example. The after party location got changed, and like there was no email sent out with the new location. Like it was like, they're like, oh, we put it on the new flyers and this, that, and the third, but it was like the first, and what made it worse in my eyes is that the party the night before, I got an email or a reminder about that party. Like it was like, reminder, this party, here's your ticket. So like just simply doing that for this party as well. Party reminder, here's your ticket, and the address being updated. I wouldn't have gone back to my original, like just the way people work. Like naturally, I'm not going back to my original ticket. I'm going to the new one. So stuff like that. Just little things like that can change it.
I got you. So general consensus is streamline everything. I got you. So the question to the pod then is, what things are you hoping to see at your next con or con experiences? In specific, since we talked about what we don't like, what we don't like, what we like, what we don't like. We said movies.
Yeah, sure.
She did.
She said boobies. Got it. Which is funny, but no, you're a titties person. That makes sense.
I prefer ass.
You know, I think the answer to the question is
titties.
More so, I mean, I'm going to Anime Impulse here in Dallas, and it's November 14th, 15th. I have been telling people that I've been meeting at these other things that they should go because they're like, oh, I don't know what the other conventions they have. I'm like, they have hella conventions in Dallas. Like, it's Dallas. It's a major city. They'd be like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's easy. Just look them up there. So I've been advertising Anime Impulse, not just because my friends are going to be like content creators there, but yeah, looking forward to it being a lot like Anime Frontier, which is also in Fort Worth, not Dallas, but that's going to be in December. And I liked how it had a lot of early screenings from Crunchyroll on different anime. They had like a literal VTuber concert, which was insane to watch because it was like the otakus in the animes. They had the glow sticks and they was moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, and I just
Did you move and groove and glide and slide?
no, I sat on the floor and watched them like very enthusiastically.
That's so funny.
But all around, yeah, just hoping to see more like early premieres and screenings, a little more niche things. I don't really care for the one-on-one classes at this point.
There's a few one-on-one classes I still am interested in going to, but not too many, in all honesty. For the most part, like, I think I'm done with the programming classes stuff. It'll definitely be more workshops and everything for me. But what I do want to see is more interactive stuff. And food, definitely more food. There has to be more food options. That's like a baseline of everywhere I've been. Just has to be more food, and like for real, like let's get some food trucks. Let's get some local service people going. Get them some bread, but at the same time, like definitely more interactive stuff. I know DreamCon did really good with it. We were split decision with almost everything. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go to this thing, and then they'd be like, well, I'm gonna go to the Disney sing along, and I'm like, well, have fun with that.
Heard great things about it. Will never be in the room.
I didn't go last year. Fun fact. Yeah, but
Also, they had
it is a lot of
Beyblades
fun
in the back. I wish those were in the front.
I saw, and I was like, how did I miss that?
They were getting lit with the Beyblades. Yeah.
I'm excited for Artist Alley because, as we know, I go and I buy stuff and I support artists. I spent probably about $200 at Atlanta May. Did not plan to spend that much. Shouldn't have spent that much. But I spent about $200.
God damn. I ain't spend anything. Well, did you spend $200 over the course of the weekend or in Artist Alley?
Oh, Artist Alley.
See, I spent like
I didn't spend that
$100
much
on brunch for real. I'm
He
not gonna lie
is
to
your
you.
stereotypical. I had a budget of $50, and so I bought 10 things that were.
Oh, you mean the video? No, how much you gonna spend in Atlanta May? $50. $200.
200. That actually was my budget was like $50-$60. I was like, and
So
I was like, I'm willing.
You should have bought one thing and stopped.
And I was like, I'm willing to pay a little bit more if I can get like Chris something. So like, if I get Chris something small, that's fine. Chris got 2 things. I got 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
4
No, so you're just a
things.
liar. It's the fact that you said 3, 4. You could have just said 4.
Well, one thing was like buy one get it. So like I really only paid for 3 things. Oh no, wait, I bought a thing. 5 things. I got 5 things.
You found how much it costs for them to make it, and you paid the price of one. Well, I mean,
Chill.
2.
It's hard to make stuff. Bmore Nerdy
Nah,
hats
for
coming
me-
soon, by the way.
My weakness is something I could wear. If I could wear it and it looks clean, and I probably won't be able to find it
I
anywhere.
got something to show you, Heath.
It's up.
It's what I bought.
I promise you,
Budget's up
dog.
there.
We gonna find you that chopper hat. It was so.
Oh, I
It
got
would
it.
go perfect with that hoodie.
I got it.
How'd you get it?
They had a website, and I waited for them to drop it, and I bought it. Bad wife
Come-
food, that's clean, and that's a what you call it for.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
it's
the
the 4. It's
Isn't that
yeah,
the
from-
clothing brand Kiko was showing off, or was it like a model?
Yeah.
for?
Oh, I don't know, but it's got the spider from Hunter x Hunter on it. I was like, I can't wait to show Heath. Yeah, it's one of the things I got. And then I got like
That's so funny because literally we were, and it goes perfect with the hoodie.
It does.
We were literally like, he was like, should I get this hat? I'm like, nah, man, we should wait. And then he was like, I can't find it. I'm like, oh, now I feel bad.
You know, I think it was Oh Hayes. I can't remember. I literally just had the thing around here somewhere.
I'm
But,
glad
yeah,
that you were able to complete your side quests.
Yeah, I went to
wanted
their
to be
page,
known.
followed
ahead.
it, made that happen.
I'm not. I want it to be known that Heed is the most side questy person I know. Like you'll be with
yeah.
Heed on a main quest, and he'll be like, "Ooh, side quest."
and
XP.
complete it.
Yeah, and complete it. It's not like he does the side quest and leaves it incomplete. He'll say, "Fuck the main quest," and just you'll have a Heed. If Heed's life was a game, his side quests are almost more interesting than his main quest. Some of the side quests will have you like, "Wow, that happened." Yeah, I just was doing some shit, and boom, and it's like. No, that's an amazing story. What are you talking about?
I set out to go buy a sandwich across the street. And next thing you know, we in
He's the
Tennessee.
Elden Lord, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like,
gonna
I
happen.
took my sandwich, I had to get it back. I'm like,
I met a guy that said there was a place with better sandwiches, and I just had to beat this one boss. Something about Razzle or something. I don't remember the fucking name. But,
exactly. Old Razzle Dazzle, and after I beat him, they said, "Oh, you're the Elden Lord." Okay,
and then I
where's my
got my
sandwich?
sandwich.
Okay. Are we gonna roll
That's
into news?
Yes, we are. Good job. So the news for the week,
Biggest news.
the
Biggest news of the week.
the
Whatever
largest.
he's. The largest. You know what I'm
So
saying?
the first news I'm gonna say, Heat. I'm gonna let you take over for this one. But Chainsaw Man came out. I have not seen it yet. I was waiting until the end of the month to see it.
You're muted.
I'm not muted. I'm saying
Oh.
he took it from me. I was saying the biggest news, and he said, "Before you get into that, let me take the news and say
I wasn't
it."
trying to take it. I was just trying to lob it up to you. Chainsaw Man,
Oh.
because I haven't seen it. Heed.
He was late.
I wasn't even gonna say it. I was saying Chainsaw Man because I haven't seen it. And I'm gonna see it this weekend.
This was basketball. I was driving down the court, about to go into the paint, and you say, "Yo, pass it," and I pass it out the paint, and then you pass it back to me.
And now I need you to dunk that bitch and put your
And
nuts
now-
on someone's
now-
head.
Now Twan's in front of me, and he blocks the shot. That's what happened.
Nah, nuts on foreheads right now. Go.
No. So yeah, Chainsaw Man, Reze Art came out. I initially was going to see it eventually, but what made me really want to see it is that several people were saying that it was a perfect score on Rotten Tomato and the other metric I forget. And some people were comparing it to Infinity Castle, some weren't, but across the board, the common theme that I found from your bigger creators is that they felt Reze Arc was a masterpiece. It was art. It was cinema. It was the cinema meme. No, they weren't trying to dodge. I forget the word. They weren't trying to knock down the Infinity Castle because they were saying
Yeah.
Infinity Castle was good, but your favorite Danny Mata said like they're very good in their own senses, but they were not trying to achieve the same thing. Like they were both movies, but their goals were not the same, but they did them well. I simplify it like this. Reze Arc is a very good movie. It's an animated movie that was very good. Infinity Castle was a season in movie format that was well. I haven't seen it. I know of it, but I hear good things outside of the law.
I think it's good, but I feel like it's just like you said, it's a season
You're
of
100% right.
anime
It's a season.
that is
and everyone-
animated well.
Everyone expected it. From what I hear, everyone expected Infinity Castle to be what the Reze Arc was. You feel me?
The Reze Arc did not have any Reze Arc as a standalone thing. You could watch that and not have seen Chainsaw Man and still get the gist of the plot. You're missing out on a lot of nuanced things throughout the film, but you still get the meat and bones of it, and it's like cool. Like I kind of get what's going on, and that's what I was like. It's the standalone movie. It was great, and it's just the art style that took to it. Was this Bones or Mappa? I think it was Mappa. Can't
I think
remember.
it's Mappa. I think they're Mappa. I'll look.
I have it
Keep
pulled up
talking.
on the side. It's Mappa.
Yeah, Mappa.
No, wait. It's shit.
Thought
Where
it
is
was
it?
Mappa. Keep going.
Yeah.
But
Keep going.
I thought it was very well done. I think if you don't know much about Chainsaw Man, I know a lot of people feel like, oh, it's just like a horny anime about things. Like, no, it's very much a very sad tale.
Mappa.
When
It was
you look
Mappa.
at it wholeheartedly. This is not necessarily a spoiler, but I thought this was hilarious because if you know Chainsaw Man the anime, you would have picked up on it. But he was hiding in a phone booth from the rain in one scene, and he picked up a can that was in the phone booth, and it had cigarettes in it, and he was shaking it. He got stopped by somebody else, but wholeheartedly, he was shaking that can to see if there was any liquid in it, because he was going to pull the cigarettes out and drink it. Because that is a dingy thing to do.
Cause he's so poor. He don't know no better.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
yeah, all around, I think it was very, very well crafted. I think
I mean-
you should see it. It was a great movie, especially
Well-
in the intro is banging. Like it's got to be anime intro of the year.
When you think about it, like his first dream was bred with jam. That was dream number one. Before he got
And then he
to
got
bitches.
all the jams, and he was like, "Life gets better than this." Oh shit! But yeah, no, it's a Chainsaw Man. If you don't know, it's not an allegory for that, a hierarchy of needs, but that's one of the big themes of it. Is
Yeah.
Denji represents the hierarchy of needs. Like, what happens when you go from just needing food, water, and a place over your head, to, all right, you're evolving, you've become this, you need this, but you don't understand it because, one, you're an adolescent teenager, and two, you've never experienced anything good in your life. Like, your whole life
Yeah.
has been misery. What's that like?
Right, your whole life has been needing the basics. So now that you have the basics, it's like, what is next?
Someone did a really
So
good
it's
breakdown of like why the power scene to him didn't mean anything versus it did for Makima, and they were like, his basic human instinct is like sex, 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 sex. But what he's really yearning for on the hierarchy of needs is human interaction, is like a meaningful interaction. And that's why like squeezing Power's boobs did nothing for him. It was like, this is so empty. I thought this is exactly what I wanted. Like hormones leading you towards it. And then Makima made it like special. And then he's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it's just showing like how he's beginning to become more than just a simple caveman, even in his thoughts, but he doesn't understand it because he has no formal education.
Yeah.
And then he
He
reverts
has
back
a
to
very twisted sense of Maslow's hierarchy, but it
Mhm.
is essentially Maslow's hierarchy. of needs.
and like he you see him revert back like once you get into part 2, like you see him like you see him get to a point where he thinks he's got it figured it out, but then he like reverts back into it and it causes more fucking problems. Oh, it's great.
I
It's
wouldn't even
great.
call it a
Jason
reversion.
Ford-
It's just he just went to
Same.
what he knows.
I mean, I'm not calling it reversion. I'm just saying like, I mean, growth isn't linear. It,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
growth-
That's a good thing about
So-
Denji. His growth is not linear.
Yeah.
It's like all over
Yeah.
the fucking place.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 16-year-old kid that's never known really affection and everything. And I mean, I'm not gonna say that because it's kind of a spoiler. But when it comes to people around him in general, it's like it's never what it seems. But because he doesn't know the nuances of society, he takes
Right.
things at face value, and it ends up
Exactly.
biting him later.
The way I would think about it, he's a happy dog, and that's what they always
Yeah.
portray him to be. He's everybody's
Doesn't
happy
matter.
dog who doesn't know that the bowl I'm giving you has poison in it. You know, I'm just happy that you're giving me a bowl with something in it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Every time I think about it, I just want to cry.
Please
I really do.
Don't tell me
Because I
I'm-
always remember his fight with the Eternity Devil, and the devil was literally like, "Hey, if y'all just let me eat this man, I'll let y'all go." Everybody in that bitch was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, go ahead. He's like, for real? They're like, look, dog, we don't have to die, and you're not that important to us.
Yeah.
And then he
Oh my
said,
God.
fuck it, I'ma just go.
He's
And
just
he-
yeah, his story is just so like when you think about it, when you're watching it, sometimes you're just like, oh well, that was like it goes over your head. But when you think about Denji's story, it's so fucked up. It's so
No, Benji
bad.
is a progressive victim. Like his victim status never really changes.
But the best thing about him is he does not act like a victim. He's never like, oh, you guys did this to me that one time. He's still trying to be like,
That's
he's trying to be
Oh,
happy.
So the
He's
worst
old.
part about it is Denji is a true victim in the sense that he never blames the people around him. He only blames himself. Have you ever noticed that? Every
Yeah.
time something bad happens to him, he only goes, why do I do this? Why is this happening to me? Because I did this, right? This is because of me. When in reality, it's like, no, it's not because of you. People are taking advantage of you at every turn, and you don't
my
know any
God.
better. It's not your
This
fault.
is getting worse.
So
Please.
crazy because it's all derived from the fact that his dog gave him a second chance at life to make his dreams come true. And at every single turn since then, people fuck him over.
Yep.
Which is so sad. Oh my
People
god.
were fucking
this
him over
story is
before
so
because the second
sad.
chance came from the mob boss
getting fucked
whose
over.
his parents were in debt, and they were specifically keeping him in debt because he was good at killing demons and getting the money. And they're like, he's never gonna get out of debt, and he screwed you over even more. Like, come on, bro. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even do nothing for real. I'm just here.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just want him to catch a break. Like, you ever just want somebody to like catch a break? And the
So
worst
does that mean
part,
Denji has both of his nuts again? Because he definitely grew his eye back.
Yeah, for sure, he does.
the
Just the way
worst part,
Chainsaw Man generation works.
the worst part about this mangaka, he's not the worst part. It's a great story. He never gonna give this nigga a break. And he be like getting your hopes up. You be like, oh, he's in school, like he's figuring it out. And then it's like, no, Denji, don't get to be happy. Happiness is not for you.
The fun part about it is everything that he thought would make him happy doesn't. So
Which is crazy. which is
That's a part of
crazy.
the learning process,
It is a part of the learning process. It's just yeah. We just
But all around, I think if you haven't seen the Resident movie, I would suggest seeing it in theaters. It's visually very pleasing. When it comes to the flow of the storyline, it's very much like a memory of high school days and first love and all that. And then
Mhm.
it hits the point of action and it does not stop. Like it's nonstop action from that point. It can get a little hectic if certain points, but that's the point of what's happening. If you
I
know the
can't wait for
story.
the next arc because I can't wait till people get on Twitter and have all their little questions, and I'm gonna be like, now you understand.
So I have a question. Do I need to watch this subbed or dubbed?
I watched it dubbed just because I
I'm not gonna
appreciate.
lie, as an adult
I'm
man at
asking
this
for
age
my
of my life
ADHD.
and an anime fan personally, I started watching a lot more things dubbed because a lot more this new age of dubbing is amazing. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of energy. People are really given the character, right? Also, I don't always feel like reading. So like a good sub is good. Don't get it twisted. A good sub goes a long way. But the dubbing, especially with movies like that, I just want to watch the movie and enjoy it. Can I watch it in sub? Absolutely. But if watching it in dub allows me to dissect it better,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to let y'all know, and y'all can get on me if y'all want. I never saw the difference. Like, there's not many animes where I can hear the difference enough in the sub versus the dub to choose one or the other. Now, there's some I have preference over, and that's just nostalgia based. But like,
To be fair,
I
you
can't
watch a
hear the
lot of, I'm
difference.
not going to say mainstream, popular things. Not mainstream, but popular. When you watch more of the
No, I don't.
off title stuff,
No, I don't. Not
that's when it
anymore.
starts to get a little bit weird.
I'm
Yeah,
off girl type. I'm off title girly now. I
I
watch
feel
stuff that
like
you've never even heard of.
I feel
This is
like
Gooner shit, I
when
know
it
it.
comes to this film, I watched it in dub just because I wanted to watch it, like appreciate it. But I do recognize for me, I don't know, it's because I watch a lot of things in sub. Sometimes I don't know what they're saying, like I can't hear them, and without the
Mm.
subtitles, I will never know. I just have to.
Well, I guess I'm asking: is it going to be too busy? Like, is it going to give me a headache
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
like Demon
The
Slayer did?
second half of the movie will give you an entire headache. If you know that arc and who he fights devil wise in that arc, the way they
Yes.
animate that is very hectic because when he's
I mean,
fighting,
right.
yeah,
Mm, oh no.
it's
Cause
very
Crystal's gonna
hectic.
want to see this, so I'm probably gonna have to see it dubbed. But
Yeah,
like Demon Slayer gave me a headache, yo. Like I could not
I
watch
would,
it with my eyes
100.
open.
Yeah,
I
you're going to
wouldn't.
have to watch
I would
that
do it.
sub, buddy. I'm not going to lie to you. All right.
Damn it.
Go see the movie. I'm going to make sure I see it so we can do an official review. Maybe we'll make it a mini-sode. Hop on the mic for 20 minutes and just talk. That being said, I'm going to hop
We
into the
doing
next news point.
mini-sodes?
I'm gonna hop in the next news point, and that is, remember how last episode I talked about EA and the acquisition of through the Saudi Arabian group for
Yeah.
$55 billion? Well, people's concerns are growing more and more as new reports and have been coming out and stories have been written about it. How EA is planning to heavily use AI to increase profit. I'm going to read you this excerpt from PC Gamer really quickly. As reported by the Financial Times, the deal is reportedly getting big on AI, cutting down operational costs for EA significantly. EA reportedly has not shouldered huge amounts of debt prior to now, and this could signal change in the business operations. It is not exactly stated how, but the Financial Times report claims that people involved in the transactions suggest AI will boost profits for the company and will then be used to pay that debt. I can read the next paragraph too, but that's just more so getting into it about workloads and efficiency and stuff like that. And basically it means they're going to lay a bunch of motherfuckers off and try and replace their work with AI work. And I've seen how some of these AI games supposed to look. There's no life in it. It's just
Just
a
a
model
concern.
running around and what it thinks it should be for real. Like it's saddening to hear that because it makes me very not hopeful for the future. You feel me?
That's a
Of,
consumer created issue though.
Yeah. So
Yeah, if we just keep buying things blindfoldedly, they have no reason to not do the things they're gonna do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the best way that I've always told you guys about your wallets, the best way to hurt them to get them to pay attention is to hit them where it hurts in that wallet.
Yep.
They release a bullshit Call of Duty and they saying, "Oh yeah, next Call of Duty is gonna be great." Next 2K, "Oh, it's gonna be great," and they say, "Oh, it's 50% AI, but it's gonna be great."
No.
Please, 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 for the love of God, you ball and gun gaming motherfuckers, do not buy that bullshit. Let it sit on the shelves. Let it sit in the store. Do not crack to peer pressure. I don't give a fuck. If you do it, Then in all honesty, if niggas buy the next 2K and they say it's like 25%, 50% AI, and we know it's gonna be bullshit, and they said I need 2K, you're that much of a 2K fiend. Not gonna lie, I cannot buy another EA game after that.
Yeah.
Why do we need to get 2K every year? Do we get new players?
So
It's updated features.
it's updated features, updated graphics, slightly changed business model. It's always very small, minor changes, but in all honesty, it's mainly just like I know niggas are gonna buy this every year because ball and gun gamers play two types of games: balls and guns. That's FIFA, that's Madden, that's 2K, that's college football, and then you got people that play Call of Duty and just Call of Duty. Like you look at someone's gaming catalog, it'll be Call of Duty and ball game. What's up?
I have another question. Aren't
So-
most games okay? Are there still like hard disk games?
No, yes.
Are most people getting hard disk games, or we have digital ones where we can?
Most
just, like,
people buy
get
digital
updates?
because everything requires you to download it and be online anyway. So unless you're a collector, you don't really get disc anymore. So you just download it and it basically gives you access online.
So why am I buying a new 2K?
Oh, you're
Can't
such
you
a
just
woman.
like
That's so great.
update it?
No.
Can't you update it like you update my phone? Like, can
So
I
they
just get
could-
the new players
So
in
they
the next
could
update?
do that, and that's what call it. So yes, they could, but then why would I wouldn't make any money? Why would I do that? Why would I help
No,
the
it-
consumer?
No, it
I mean-
literally works exactly like that. So when it comes to 2K25 versus 2K26, right? It's no different from the iPhone. Has like,
Mhm.
yes, I have the 15. They do give me an update for the 15, but there are features in the 16 that I do not have. That
And then
I
they
will
shut the
only
servers down
get-
soon anyway.
They're gonna shut the service down.
Yeah, so he's lagging again. But eventually, what they end up doing is basically to force you to buy the next game. You can still play My Career. You can still play like two teams against each other on your own. But people buy it not only for that, but for the online service, to buying card packs, to building a perfect team and shit like that. We're going mobile. But they do all that, and then eventually in the next like month or so, they shut down the service for 2K50. Let's say 2K25. They're gonna shut down the
That's
service
not
for
true,
2K. Huh?
That's not true. The servers still run.
I thought they shut them down after like a few months.
They still run. You can still play online for the previous ones. It's just that it's not. There's less people there.
I'm not saying, yeah, I'm not saying you got like we could pay for upgrades like you do like in games. Like I got a game on my phone. If I want more lives, I can either
That's
waste the
VC.
time.
You're talking about microtransactions. We don't like those either. So you need VC
Yeah.
to upgrade your character throughout the game, and if you don't upgrade your character, you're gonna fall behind on stats and then be easily beaten.
Yeah, but it's
This is a scam. They are scamming y'all. Stop playing 2K.
no,
Quit.
because the story is different. They do change the my career in those kind of games. So you get a different campaign, so it is a different game. The online might have different visuals to it, so it might look visually different, pleasing. They might have slightly different mechanics when it comes to like shooting or like playing, and they'll go through tutorials for stuff like that. Yeah, but like
Okay.
at its core, it is the same game. They do update the rosters, and you could just play last year's. It's just there's going to be new mechanics that only exist on Nextware, and they're not cross servers. Like I can't play Call of Duty 3 and be online with people playing Call of Duty 7. Like that's not
That makes
how that
sense.
works.
Okay, so they're not scamming y'all.
No,
No,
they're
it
definitely
is a
scamming. It's a
scam,
scam. It's a scam.
But it's a complicated scam to the point where it's like, I mean, it is a scam at a high level, but at a lower level, like you are getting differences. Like you bought a new iPhone because of the little feature differences. You didn't buy it because
It's
you know.
literally like buying a phone. The differences are small, and there's certain things you can't get, but it's enough people who are always going to say, "Oh, it's $60 once a year. I'll do that." But then you're also buying VC, and you want to be able to play with your friends. So everybody's not going to commit to staying on 2K25 when there's 2K26 to be played. They're going to be like, "Let me get 2K26 and play that until 2K27 comes out," and that's what everybody
Yeah, but
does every year.
But the
I'm so
VC
sorry.
thing is a shortcut, right? Because you could just grind out the game and then just make your player better, or you can just buy like when it comes to Madden, like they have was it My Career or not Ultimate Team? Like
Ultimate
you
Team.
can just play the game and get cards for new players, or you can just buy out packs outright and get better players instantly.
Right.
You can.
And most
So,
people will do that because
now your phone's fucking up.
Everything's fucking up. It's just
Yeah.
fuck. October's been a
Um,
rough
yeah,
month.
the Wi-Fi tried to connect again.
Okay. I got it.
So yeah, in short, the reason why it's kind of it is a scam, but then it's like, yeah, because look, if you've never played, let's say I'm Madden because I know Madden. If Diva, if you never played Madden in your life, you go buy Madden, you go into Ultimate Team, you buy 100 packs, you get all these great players. You go online, I don't have any great players. I have the basic players. You whoop my ass and you start sending me wild ass messages talking about you just beat the shit out of me. Obviously, you beat me. You have a better team, but you're gonna keep talking your shit. Now I'm egoed out and I'm about to go get some players so I can whoop somebody else and not have that. You feel me? Like it's an ego thing.
Yeah. So like you buy packs to get better players to play Ultimate Team. Now you can grind and get it, and like I know in 2K you can go into matches where you bet VC and the winner gets up the pot.
Yeah.
But it's just faster. Like there are niggas right now who spend. I think it was a guy who paid like a down payment on a house by how much VC he bought. It was ridiculous. Like there are people who have
And
who
you get
spend
clothes
that
and
much
shit for
money
it
on it.
too.
Yeah. Like VC is also used to buy clothes. It's used to upgrade your character. It's the virtual currency. That's what VC stands for. So it's a whole lot that goes into it. But yes, you are getting scammed, relatively speaking, if you buy 2K every year. Because VC
like a
does not
freebie.
carry over, stats do not carry over, characters not carry over. You start back from a level
Can't
80.
take my clothes.
No, you start back from a level 80 and got to build your way back up every time, every year.
I at least should be able to take like my fits.
Nope, can't.
Nope.
Why would I let you take your fits? I want you to buy new fits. I need you to spend time on this game, spend money on this game. Get frustrated that you don't have enough VC to buy this t-shirt, buy these shoes, buy these J's, and then I want you to buy them or spend money on them. You're either gonna spend time on my game or spend money on it. One of the two, I win.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's so
it's
bad for y'all.
I mean it's a choice. It's always a choice.
Don't feel bad for me. I don't play that shit.
I mean, you're the gamer people. Cause y'all
Well-
know I don't spend money on nothing.
I mean, I
I-
rage a lot because of it, so I don't play as much. But
Oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. This man
Is that a new Kaneki poster? No, that's not Kaneki. Who's that?
What are you talking
What?
about?
On the not on the adjacent wall to yes. No.
Joker? Law?
Oh, it's Law. Okay, I couldn't see it. Now that you say it's Law, I see it.
Surgeon
Wow,
of
It
Death.
says Surgeon of Death in the corner.
You can read that?
You can't.
So pressing on.
Okay. Yeah, but that's generally what's happened there. I'm just upset about it. AI is we're getting a little bit too reliant on AI is all. So yeah. Next news point. One Punch Man director of season 3 deletes his Twitter account from all the hate that he's been getting. Do you guys want to hear the tweet
Okay.
or
Sure.
No, it's long.
Oh, never mind.
Well, it's a long tweet where
Can you summarize?
he's basically saying like I got a lot of people who say they're fans, but they're out here trying to tarnish the staff's honor. I can't fuck with that. And all this hate and death threats and whatnot have been taking a toll on his mental health. And honestly, like I think they're giving a lot more. I haven't seen the season yet, but the clip that everyone's posting is the same clip, and it's just Goro like sliding down, and it's like kind of like some slideshow sliding, but at the same time, like they take shortcuts on short stuff like that all the time. Like
Yeah, I mean, in short, the other two examples that I saw a lot of, a lot of the scenes in episode 1 and 2 were basically just one-to-one cuts of the manga. So it's like there was a scene where Goro took the knife from somebody's hand and flipped it on him, and it was literally like the one frame it's in the guy's hand, the next frame it's in Goro's hand, and then it's at his throat. Like they could have done better with that. Something slight that I saw in season 3, episode 3, was that there was a fight and the dude was flipping through a waterfall, and if you just slow it down, like he goes from mid flip to just being through the waterfall. Like you don't see the motion of him going through it. And it's like, yeah, it looks like they just kind of took a lot of shortcuts and they didn't have a lot of time or budget to work on this or something. But I mean, they did it to themselves. In short, from what I understand, it's because I think Mappa or Bones. I think Bones has it now. I can't forget. Whoever has it now, they didn't do season one. It was the other one.
Yeah.
And after season one, they gave up the rights to animate it because they had too many other properties going and they didn't know where it was going to go because it was
I think
still an
that's
ongoing.
yeah. I think it's Mappa to Bones. Then
Yeah,
because
so Mappa
Mappa's
did
the
the first season, Bones took it over, and because it was still unfinished as a manga, they didn't want to put a lot of effort into it, and it like might be stopped or something. So, yeah, and the long and short of it is, it's like in season three, there's a lot of fight, there's a lot of actions, and
JC
if
staff.
they yes, JC staff, I literally said this last week. I'm bugging. Yes, JC staff has it now. Um,
Who had it before? Was it Mappa?
Mappa did have it season one or
Madhouse.
Bones.
Madhouse.
Madhouse.
Studio
That's
Madhouse.
It's
Ignore
okay.
me.
It's
Ignore me.
okay. We got it
I,
now.
I knew it went from someone to someone, but
Yeah.
yes, Madhouse, then JC Staff. JC Staff, they don't have a lot of projects in general, but I know that they didn't give this all the attention they should have. And the first two seasons had really great directors. They worked on a lot of great things. And then this season, they just took someone from JC Staff staffing in-house and made him director. And he had only directed like I think half of an episode of something like a while ago. Like he doesn't have the resume to do this.
To the level that people are going.
I'm gonna watch it and make sure that I can give a valid opinion on it. I just know that a lot of people have been getting a lot of hate. I think it's crazy that they're giving this man this much hate. I get it's a beloved show, but y'all gotta chill sometimes, anime community. Y'all be bugging. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all do like death threats. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck.
That's extreme. I think hate is valid, but death threats are extreme. There's a lot of good things that are going to happen in this arc, and if you do not do them justice, you're killing the fan base.
Yeah, I think that's what happens to a lot of good animated manga adaptations. They have a great first season, and then they get lazy on the back end. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna stay anyway, and it's like, no, we're here because it looked great, and it is great. Like, we're excited for what's gonna come if you do it right. Like, it's not just we're here for whatever you do, we're gonna love it. No, and I wouldn't think over there they'd have that same business approach to be kind of lazy with it on some aspects of it, but I guess it's universal. They'll give you slop if you accept slop, but if you request and demand more, they'll either rise to the occasion or stop making an anime. I mean,
what it's probably going to come down to is the same thing as Blue Lock. Is they'll put all their hopes into one scene later in the season, and if enough people just make it to that, they'll repost it, and then other people will go watch it to get to that point.
That's what I think, and I think that a lot of the production has been in the past couple years. Let's do the last episode first and work our way backwards, because it almost feels like that in a lot of animations. Like, the beginning of a season is just trash, it's just ass, and then you get to the mid to the end and it's like, where was this before? And I get it, we want the highlight to be the end of the season. That's the most work, that's the most pressure. I got it. But maybe we bounce back and forth a little bit so that we put an equal amount of time in it, and the shortcuts that we take are kind of universal rather than
all at this
7 deadly sins when this man's like this. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
that's just my thoughts. But
so
I'm not a director. I don't do this. I don't know what it takes to do it. I'm just speaking as a consumer. So last news point, which really isn't a news point but more of a shout out to Under Armour Man for hosting the DMV Anime Club for the JJK collab. I participated at as part of my week. I participated that in this past weekend. I was on Team Ghetto. Shout out, we special grade, baby. We took it home. We won it. We won 2 out of the 6 original games, and then we also won the flag football game, which was the championship game. So shout out to us and Team Ghetto, man. Shout out to DMV Anime Club. And thanks for letting us see the facility. Thanks for letting us get some gear. They hooked us up. I got the shirt from the collab. I got a pair of shorts and a pair of cleats. Guess I just need to hit a turf field more frequently, because them bitches is clean. Everyone there was so nice. Huh?
You didn't bring them to show us?
No, they're downstairs. Shout out to everyone who participated and helped us out. I really appreciate it. Yeah, man. I mean, we could always post like images of the collab, but yeah. Make sure you follow the DMV Anime Club, and make sure you follow Under Armour, because they are great. Those great people. I hope I can do more collabs with you guys. It was so great to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, let's get into the ears.
No, god damn it, you're gonna let me get things said.
Oh, I
Um,
apologize. I didn't know you had
You
something.
say things, Eve. You say them.
yeah, we're gonna stop running through Greg's news and then just trying to cut away. Anyways, unless you live under a rock, I do think it's important enough to say this, and get thoughts on. One Piece is shifting to two seasons, the 2 season format a year. Well, seasonal format, and they're gonna do 2 seasons, so maybe like winter and spring or something like that. And they're also going on another 3 month hiatus, and then they will begin the Elbath arc, which will be great to see. So yeah, people will probably be upset, but I think it's worth the wait.
I I think they need to. I think that I think anime fans are greedy. I think that we are a greedy community, and these animators, these animation companies are like literally exhausting themselves. I was just watching a post the other day talking about like mangas and animes that are on an indefinite hiatus because of the health of the mangaka or the health of, you know, the staff. And so I think if this gives them a break and allows them to be able to, one, keep producing quality but like healthily, if that makes sense, then
Yeah,
do it. I'll be all right.
Greg.
I'm gonna say this. I like it. I like the. I think they said 26 episodes in a year, so 13 and 13. I like that format. It creates more hype. It gets you excited. It gives people time, because what they were doing with Netflix and producing episode after episode after episode after episode, it gets a little rushed. You know, I don't think it was rushed. I think they did a very good job. But also on top of all the projects that they have, and anime's become such a huge thing that job market has to be booming to some degree. But like she said, mangakas are getting sick. Those guys work themselves to literal death. Like, it's crazy. And I'd rather them live long lives with their family, with their friends, and to be able to enjoy the work that they created. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with slowing down a bit. It doesn't bother me none when people say, "Oh, they about to slow down and do this." Great, I can
Also,
wait.
they're on the
There is
heels of
so
the
many.
manga.
Right. There are so many things that you can watch. I promise you don't have to be a chicken tenders and fries ass anime watcher. You can just get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There's tons of short seasons, long seasons, and it gives everybody some time, because these people need a break.
Um, I think they should just keep pumping out nonstop. I'm fine with it. We could push line with it. We could be on the 3 hour time difference. No, I'm sorry. Um, no. I think the issue, especially with One Piece, is that so many people pick up One Piece in recent years, so they're used to just binging through these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you tell them they have to stop and wait, they get irritated. And I think those are people that are gonna have the most pushback. But generally speaking, like, it's okay. Like, we're getting so close to the end, and they want to make sure things are right. And doing 26 episode years gives us time, because the manga's been taking more and more breaks lately. So it's just making the anime catch up, and you don't want that to happen, because if you ever seen Gintama clip where they explain what happens when the manga and the anime catch up to each other, the anime has to start doing all these loops and turns to do fillers just to try and go off, or you get Tokyo Ghoul, or they just start, not Tokyo Ghoul, but that's a good example. They just start doing their own shit with it. Like, they just have a whole different storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think people should not be upset with this. They should be fine, because it's One Piece. It's major enough. There's other things to watch, and like, what is it? My Hero's wrapping up, so people can go binge that. I don't know if Black Clover's coming back. JJK's coming back. Like, there's so many other things to keep people busy each season.
So
Yeah.
so Black Clover, I can speak on that because I'm a huge Black Clover fan. New chapters are coming out October 30th, so in 2 days we got 3 new chapters coming out. So we get to
Yeah,
see.
they release every 3 months, right?
They release quarterly now because they're a part of
Quarterly.
Giga Jump.
Mhm.
So that being said, they're releasing their quarter. So 3 at the end of this month. They're not coming back for another season probably until it finishes, because this is the final arc. So I would think
Mhm.
they're gonna come back and do 3 more seasons, because we have to go through the Spade Kingdom, and then
Yep.
after we go through the Spade Kingdom, that'll be a season and a half. We have to go to the Land of the Sun, Land of the Rising
Mhm.
Sun, That's another half a season right there. And then they come back for the final. What'll be the final season, and then they'll probably do a final season part 1 and 2. And they might want to get in their movie bag for the last like part. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, that's my prediction for Black Clover. Three and a half more seasons of Black Clover.
3 in a movie. That's how you
3 in a
three in a
movie.
movie.
3 in a movie.
Yeah, 3.
3 in a movie.
It's crazy. Like I don't want to tangent this, but the whole movie thing with the shows now, I get it. It's easier for the production companies and whatnot. But like, I remember Eden of the East, and it did its final 2 arcs as movies because it made sense. Everything was happening, and it wasn't like anything crazy. It was just the anime. Like it was just the anime, and it made movies, and nobody was super pressed. They let you know it's coming out. Now it's like we got to make movies for the final parts. The final part needs to be a movie, and people will go see it in theaters so we can make more money, and then we'll put it on the platform.
money, and then we'll put it on the
Then we'll put it
platform
on
and
the
make more
platform.
money.
I think if it makes sense to be a movie, it should be a movie. I think that's how it should be. It's never going to be that, but I think that's how it should be.
I don't think
like
the Rize
when-
arc made sense to be a movie, but it did great.
I mean,
I think he did
I
because
think
of
it
what
did.
they did. It made sense.
yeah.
Now I
well,
gotta
I
see
think
it
'cause
because
what they
knowing
did.
the arc, I didn't think it made sense to make her a movie.
Oh, I
if-
thought it made sense. I thought it was
If
like
they made this a show,
enough.
people would stop watching.
yeah.
4
I don't.
episodes in, people would say, "I don't give a fuck. What's happening? Nothing."
Yeah. I agree. And that's why I think this was like when I heard that this was going to be a movie, I was like, yeah, that's the perfect way to kind of encapsulate this arc. And I hate to say get over it, but sounds like we're not
Yeah.
getting over it. Seems like it's going to be a journey through, which sounds nice, but like to get over it.
I hear
Um,
you. So the funny thing about movies, and this is a quick tangent, just our group chat heat, when old boy was saying like, is this canon? I was like, we are so far beyond the point where we have to ask that now. You can assume that it is. Like, there's so many movies for anime that come out now that is like, no, this is probably a part of the show, and we're just gonna
I
include
love
it.
that.
I hate
love
it.
that.
I hate it.
I love that I don't have to ask if shit is canon anymore. Everything is canon. I don't have to skip anything anymore.
I hate that
having
it's
to figure it
canon
out.
because movies have to end on a high note, right? They have to end with a flash. Anime movies, especially, have to end on a flashy move, a high note, right? So things like My
Okay.
Hero Academia got their whole power scaling industry just going up in arms. This is canon. Deku did this. He did this for the door. And I'm
Still
just like,
upset about
oh
Deku.
my
Deku was
god,
planetary.
yes.
Deku
My
is
Hero,
universal.
the My Hero Academia power scaling community has ruined My Hero for me. They have ruined it for me, absolutely and wholly.
Oh,
I don't even want to watch
I-
the last season, and I've been excited for this since I finished the fucking manga. What, 2 years ago?
and now you don't want to.
Now I don't even want to watch it. Oh my god.
I think, yeah, I think that's fair. I've never seen any of the My Hero movies because none of them are canon, and I don't care. But yeah, assume they're canon now. That's a
They've
fair
always been
assumption.
canon.
Really?
Well,
They don't
to
feel
the
canon.
universe, yeah, but to us, they're side stories. Like the shit
I'm
that
gonna say-
happens did happen.
They
But-
happen?
Its inconsistency is in its power, but we're not gonna get into that. Let's just move on.
Okay. Anyway.
They're gonna come and get me. They already know where I live. They're probably got the sniper outside the house. I open the window. I'm getting shot, guys. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Y'all ready for ears? Y'all ready for this?
I don't know. You got some more news? You gonna yell at me again?
I'll let it slide because I can't remember it. I didn't write it down.
Bet.
Okay. So we're still doing the princess series. This is my least favorite princess, but these are some of my favorite ears.
2.
They ate with these. Do I need to tell y'all the princess? It's Snow White.
2.
Oh, you like
It's
the
gonna
white
be
people?
an apple. It's gonna be an apple with the poison on it. I already know. 2,
2. Okay.
because it's predictable.
I'll go 5, just cause.
Okay. So these are her ears.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's based off her dress, like the puffer sleeves. These are sequins, which I think are really nice. And then the white with red sequin bow. And then it's glitter on the side, and the back is like glitter red. It's like a glitter red. I really like these. Like when I saw them come out, I was like, oh, hate I do not like her. She's one of my least favorite princesses. But I really, really like these ears. I think they're really well done. Like when you see them, you see Snow White without having to be like, I don't know, like
You
Snow
know,
White.
with the shoulder pads being the ears, that's Disney calling you a boob.
Yeah.
5.
What? Thank you.
And I'll give it. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I mean, it's cool. I don't really know what I'm looking at.
It's a solid design. It's a 5.
Yeah, it's a solid design for this princess, and I really was like, wow, like it took me by surprise because I don't like her. Like I don't think she's. I also like that they have like a rim, like this thick. It's a thick like leather rim around it. I like that. Like it gives it some weight, some stability to the ear. Like I can't like crush the ear. Like y'all can see my
What would
finger
you
sweat.
do if Killian chewed up a pair of your ears?
He hasn't eaten a pair of my ears. He has eaten a magic band before.
What the fuck is that? What are you, a magical star girl?
So Disney came out with the magic band of when did we go to Disney? The year before that. So 2017 to back in 2017. And it's basically, think of it like a fob. It's just now they're a lot more technical, but like it has like your room key on it. If you have a meal plan, that's on it. Your park tickets are on there. If you have fast passes, that's on there. And so that way you don't have to pull out your phone every time you're doing something. You can just tap your magic band. But now that like Apple Watches are a thing, people are putting stuff on their Apple Watches now and using them less. But like on the cruise, everything is on there. And you use it kind of like as your kind of Disney everything. And then it lights up during shows. So like during a fireworks show or whatever, it'll light up and vibrate.
You have to be in the area?
Yeah, if you're in the if you're at
It's
that
how you
park,
connect
so
to
like,
everything, Choom.
yeah,
So it's something like the Wi-Fi. Links
It
to it.
clicked.
and like if you're on a ride, it'll automatically get your pictures and send it to your phone. They have statues that if you wave your magic band, they'll do something. They'll talk or sing or something like that. So that's what they are. And he ate one.
It's
That must have been a
crazy
fun poop.
because I remember like
Colorful.
maybe
It was my project.
15
So yeah.
it's crazy because like 15 years ago we used to watch like Disney park stuff explained because of the engineering shit behind it and like how it was so advanced, and like what you just said is wildly advanced.
Yeah, no, it's crazy advanced. Like I get why people like use their Apple Watch because it's like it's more it's if it's already set up, but like you get like they have kid sizes, so like I mean it's just like a little rippy thing. You snap
It's
it.
a very-
But like you can put it on your kids, so now like they feel a part of the magic. Like it's so
It's a good selling point. Shit.
no, really, and
Huge.
it is. And it's so convenient, like especially like when you're thinking like a Disney cruise or like if you're staying at the Disney resort, it's the key to your room. It's got your meal plan on it. So it's just like, oh, but put my little magic band on, boop, I'm in the park, boop, I do this. So yeah, and I still wear mine now. Like when I go to the parks, especially if I know I'm going to be riding a bunch of stuff, I wear my magic band.
That's a very
Does
true.
it have a battery? How the fuck does that work?
So for it's Bluetooth to your phone.
How
no.
does it have juice is my question. I don't care about that.
Oh, it's like a key fob, so it doesn't need juice. It's like so it's reading your key code. Like they all have a code. It's more
It
like a
has to
fob.
have a battery in some form.
No,
or
it
fashion.
doesn't. It doesn't.
does.
It does not. I'm gonna go get. I have two. So I have one that does have to be charged, and that's only so that it can connect to your phone and do like the.
You don't have to get it. Do you think that key fobs just never die?
Yeah, they die. Key fobs die.
And that's why
the-
I asked that
Like
question.
the little
yes,
fobs
yes,
that you like.
Yes, yes, yes,
Like
yes.
that your company has.
Yes.
Like key
Yeah.
cards.
Yes, yes.
They can die.
Unless
How?
unless
You know
the
your
key,
card,
unless it is literally just a data key in which it has data, right?
Yes.
But no,
Unless
it
it is
sounds
only
like
this is more than that. This is reactive. So since it is reactive,
There's
it has to have
two
a battery.
kinds. That's why I said there's two kinds. There is one that you have to charge, but even if it's not charged, it still is a data key. So like I have one that like let's say I don't charge it, I can still use it to pay for things.
Does it
I
glow?
can still but it won't glow. Right, it won't glow if it's not charged.
Okay,
But I
then
can
it's like
still
a
use
chip
it
on
to
your
get into
phone.
parks.
That makes sense.
And I can still use it to get into parks, but it won't glow.
Okay,
But the
then
other one,
that's
I
the
don't have to do
difference.
anything.
Got it. So the one that
Yeah.
doesn't glow is like a phone chip. It's like your
Yeah.
The
card.
card.
You
Yeah, it's
have
like
a
your credit
magic
card.
band. Why am I explaining this to you? You have one.
You know when I got that shit? No, what-
2019.
2019, exactly. What's
Yeah.
2019? I thought we went for a graduation trip.
Yeah, but we went before COVID. And good thing
You're
we
right.
did. We wouldn't have been able to go for your actual graduation if we didn't go before you graduated.
That was a nice tangent.
You're welcome.
Let's get into weeks so we can wrap this up. But before we go into weeks, because I know some people leave at this time, be sure to check out animecons.com because that's where you can find all your anime cons if you're looking for any, or join your local anime club. He's in the Dallas Fort Worth DFW.
What?
Dallas Fort Worth anime club thing. That's what it is. DFW.
For what?
Is
That's
that
what
what
it
it's
is.
called?
I don't know what we're talking about, but yes, that is
Anime
the
club.
Yeah, DFW Anime Club. I don't know why we're saying this. That's why I'm lost. But
letting
yes.
people, letting the people know. Thanks.
Apparently,
Bud.
people leave before the weeks, but the weeks is the best poet. Low key.
Mhm. That was very Baltimore of you. Don't say that again. Like that whole sentence.
Was it really? So
It was
sorry.
very iron of you.
Yeah, don't say any of that again.
But that being said, yeah, I'm also part of the DMV Anime Club. So join your local anime club. DV, you gotta get a part of an anime club, dog.
Okay.
I think it's very value added for people looking for like-minded friends in their area. A lot of people refuse to go to those, and then they don't meet people, and they're just like,
I don't have no friends.
Don't be a loser.
So
Go make some friends.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say all that.
I'm not saying you're a loser if you don't join. I'm saying you're a loser if you're someone who complains about not making friends and doesn't do the active work to make a friend. Like, do something.
You're
like,
insane.
don't. Huh?
You're insane.
Oh yeah, but you're an insane loser. You feel me? Like, you do something towards the thing. Don't just continue to do nothing and then complain that you don't have friends. You feel me?
All right. So how was you guys this week?
Well, as I told you guys, it's been getting a lot better. Got some good news. I don't know if I can share it yet, but I'll hold off on it until a little bit later. But definitely some good news has come down the pipeline. Got my water heater fucking fixed. Hot as hell. Burnt myself in the shower. Stabbed my hand today. That was okay. Bled a little bit on my khakis, so I probably got to throw them bitches out. But
Lemon and what did she say? Lemon and something for blood.
they work pants. I'm not gonna clean that shit off for real. I'm just gonna tear them up. Let's be real. But other than that, things have just been starting to go mildly better, and comparatively to when we last potted, life has been getting a lot better. And stopped kicking me in the dick. It's not doing anything too crazy for me, but it's getting better. So I'm genuinely happy about that. Other than that, I'm just trying to get these projects done. Edit some of these videos so that we can post them, and then gotta do some perla art commissions for some friends and family.
Nope. I just had an idea. I'll tell you offline. You could make perler magnets.
Yeah,
Because you just put magnets on the bed.
I know.
That'd be cool. I'm glad everything's getting better for you. It has not gotten better for me yet. Yeah, I'm speaking it into existence. This week is rough. I see it getting rougher because I'm gonna have to put some people in their place.
Come on, you like it rough, buddy. You got this.
I do like it rough.
That was a joke.
And so yeah, I'm exhausted is the word, and not less so mentally. Like, I'm less mentally exhausted, but physically I'm hurting bad. So
I mean, it's been quiet. I need to learn the names of anime studios more than I do. Like, I know the ones that exist. I just never know who made what. But yeah, I can honestly say I spent a lot of this week thinking about that Reze movie and how much I
Are we gonna get a review? Please tell me we're gonna get a review.
please.
No.
It's been
No.
so
God damn it.
long.
No, that I
How are you
mean the
gonna
movies.
inject those nice reviews into my veins and then take it away?
No, the reviews come on opening weekends. So if it's past opening weekend, there's really no point. Like Reze, which I do not want to shit on people. I just want this to be a fact. Globally, Reze did way better than Demon Slayer.
It did.
I knew it was like the numbers were up there, but I just like double checked them. Like globally, it did better than Demon Slayer by a
That's
margin.
interesting.
Oh, that's nice. And if
That
people
is
keep
very
giving
nice.
it such
I'm
great
very,
reviews, it's just going to
curious
keep
about
going
that.
up.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else for you, Heath?
I watched Peacekeeper season 2, and I thought I appreciate the fact that they tied the Superman movie into the season and they actually brought Lex Luthor in to have a cameo versus just talking about him and the things that he did. So, yeah, shout out to them. And yeah, we like TV. We watch a lot of TV. We've been watching a lot of anime over here, trying to get back to regular. So, caught up on My Hero and finished Lazarus and something else. I think Apothecary Diaries. Anyways, yeah, we're working on some shit. More to come. Shut up.
Perfect. All right. Well, that being said, be sure to. That's the end of the episode, everybody. So be sure to follow the podcast on all platforms, including TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Spotify. Make sure to rate us 5 stars on all those places. Like, subscribe, share to your friends. For all the comedy and weirdness that we are, we want to include as much of you as possible. And remember to go out and make a friend this week. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Wage for my main and at Galaxy Greg for content that I might take off the main page, but just to store there as an archive type of deal. And then Perler page coming soon. By the time this is out, I'll have a Perler page out. Other than that, Diva?
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at the Diva XOXO, TheDivaXOXO. Comment below your favorite anime event, whether it's a con, a festival. We want to hear from you. Maybe we'll pop up at them if you tell us about them. And I forgot to mention, I started a new anime. I've been keeping it up. I started May I please ask one final thing? That one.
I don't know what that is.
The one where
assuming it's a yaoi.
I'm assuming
it's not.
Is it
It's
Yuri?
about no, it's not. It's the one with the girl who was married to the prince and he decides to leave her, and then so she punches him in the face.
Oh, I gotta watch that one. That one I heard is really good.
Yeah, and now she goes around punching people in the face. It's great. She's a bad bitch.
Oh,
And I love
yeah,
her.
I do know that one. Yeah, she solves world peace by punching people in the face.
Yeah, basically, and everybody wants her, and it's great. I'm in. I was hooked the first time.
What is it
Masochists.
teaching the children though?
A bunch of masochists.
No, because she tried. She asked for one final thing. That was her last resort was to punch motherfuckers in the face.
What was the final thing? Doesn't that mean she asked for a bunch of other stuff too?
No, he broke up with her in front of everybody to embarrass her. And she said, "Okay, well then, can I ask one final thing?" And he was like, "No." And then the girl was like, "Of course, honey, let her. Ha ha ha. She's nobody cares." He's like, "I want pop." He's like, "I want to knock this bitch's teeth out." And everybody's like, "Wait, what?" And then she just knocked that bitch's teeth out.
Okay, well,
And the power system's really interesting. And there's there's a little mystery in it too. I'm in. I highly suggest. It's only 5 episodes out right now, but I'm hooked. So
okay, well,
You need to be watching Disney Wonderland, but whatever.
Heath?
Watashi wa, what'd you say?
yes, I said you're right. I do.
Yeah. Watashi wa, he. So make sure you tune in to more episodes and content that comes. Make sure you drop your opinions on Hisoka and how he's the best whatever character you want to call him in the universe, apparently. So,
Lord,
yeah.
that hot take. All right, with that being said, we're the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. Remember to go out and try and make a friend this weekend. Also, remember to be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.